Hi Scorpio, welcome to Told Us Love Tarot. If this is your first time here, I hope you like and subscribe. If you're returning, thanks so much for coming back, Scorpio. I hope you're happy, healthy, and well. I hope you're having a great Cancer into Leo season, which is when I'm filming this. This is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or if you have a bunch of Scorpio in your chart, if I didn't already say that. If this doesn't resonate, Scorpio, or it only kind of resonates, that's all right. If you check out the other signs in your chart, you could find a message that means more to you and would resonate more with you than even this one. So if you'd like some help with that, in my Minutes with Meg collection, there's a video on looking up your birth chart, and I appreciate you taking that time and effort. All that helps my channel grow. Your likes, your comments, as I try to get Told Us Love up to the next level of YouTube. So your gifts, your donations, your support at my Cashapp and Venmo in the description box goes such a long way, Scorpio, and I'm so thankful for the gifts and donations that I've received. Scorpio, I had a pre-message for you before I could even like write down my little notes of like Scorpio, and then like was getting a message, and it very much was about life has changed for you. This could be within the past 6 months. This could be within the past 6 weeks. This could be within the past 6 years. There was something about life has really changed. A complete 180. This is something as big as someone who used to be an alcoholic is now completely sober. Could have taken 6 years, 6 months, you're now at 6 weeks sober. This could be someone who just had a child. Children could be. This could even be like a house business. Like maybe you used to have house parties and now you have childcare out of your place, and it's like everything's done a complete 180. I also started thinking about this could be someone's like health and or love life, like or work life. Just like what life looked like for you. And I guess everyone's life grows and changes, but there's just been I feel a really complete direction of what someone used to be like, or the things that they have changed about themselves, the things that they are interested in because of these changes. I put it really could be habits, it could be leaving a relationship for another relationship, and this is just not hopefully not leaving one for another, but this other relationship or this other job, it's just everything's so smooth, so everything's so easy. You've never had this, whatever this is, because you didn't think you could ever have it. You didn't think you deserved it. You didn't think you were worthy or good enough for it. There was something here about, it was making me think about someone's like education level, or for some reason I'm also being reminded of like someone didn't think like their body type fit this, whatever stereotype they had in their head, and you didn't think you could do it or get it or have it, and then you do. This could be love, a healthy relationship, that the relationship you're in right now is just so smooth, it's completely different than anything and everybody else. Could be a great job. You think about where you were 6 months ago or 6 years ago, and you never thought you could have this because maybe you don't have the degree that they were looking for, but they really liked your experience, Scorpio, so they gave you the job, and you're like, you never thought you could ever get this. I also thought it was something of like material things and or vacations, trips. It could be someone's car, someone's sneakers. being able to go away on getaways. No one thought that they'd be able to afford this, or that they were like good enough for this, or this is maybe something that materialistic things someone has strived for because they maybe couldn't get them or didn't get them when they wanted them. So now it's like, that's for somebody. Scorpio, as always, let me know in the comments how it resonates. I appreciate you being here. Woo, we got one. Here we go. Let's see what fell out. Eyes, Scorpio. Someone has beautiful eyes. Blue eyes, green eyes, gray eyes, brown eyes. Just someone has these beautiful eyes. I won't fight with you or over you. It's a very unattached place to be. Desperate housewife. Something about someone being bored. Maybe someone's picking a fight or has picked a fight. Be honest with yourself and them if needed. Superficial, pretentious. Carrie Bradshaw energy. So I'm being reminded that Carrie Bradshaw was an anxious person. You got yourself a hater is at the bottom, followed by player, followed by prefer to be alone, followed by mixed signals, purposefully, love will come to you. It's giving me, because it's like a rainbow, complete rainbow of colors, something same sex. Doesn't mean it's like, could be just a friendship. Scorpio, I feel like, I don't know if this is, as I would normally say, I don't know if this is you or who you're dealing with. Definitely someone who likes their television shows, because I have reference to Desperate Housewives here and Sex in the City. Someone who likes like feminine shows like that, specifically maybe like Golden Girls or like daytime soaps, something like that. I don't know who this is, but there's something of a, I almost want to say like snobby energy here. Someone who thinks very, 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 very highly of themselves. And, I'm getting a terrible pain in my left ankle. Someone could have an issue with their ankles. I don't know who this is, but someone just thinks like very, very highly of themselves. And there's a feeling of inadequacy here, feeling like someone isn't good enough, feeling like I'm not their type, or like they're better than me. You never thought you would get with a person like this because you didn't think you were good enough for someone like this. I'm being reminded, it was actually a Scorpio who was telling me this about, or just made reference to like, you know, some people are the princess or the prince, and the other person is the peasant from town, and it's like, just like they get together, but you're from way different backgrounds. And I really am having a strong feeling here too about like spiritual protection. I just want to throw that out there because I'm getting heavy like nudges to mention like evil eye, like maybe someone wears one of these, or like if you have a bracelet or something, maybe you should consider it. Maybe you're in a position where you will have eyes on you, or you do have eyes on you, Scorpio. So it's just protect yourself spiritually. I get the feeling of someone either being kind of bored with their life, or you are afraid they are just like bored with their life, and this is part of why that you guys are connected. There's someone here who like, I feel like they're purposefully keeping you, or you're purposefully doing this to them. Purposefully keeping lines of communication, so to speak, murky. I don't want to tell you they don't really care, Scorpio. Or if you're the cross watcher, I don't mean to tell you that they really didn't care, but like they weren't gonna go either way. If it goes this way, whatever. If it goes that way, whatever. This could be, I'm just heavily getting something love related. I get the feeling too of like someone acts aloof, like they don't care, as a form of protection and a way to feel like they are in control of the situation. You may know very well they care about me, even if he doesn't say, even if she doesn't say I love you. There's no way they wouldn't do all these things if they didn't care about me. And this person doesn't say those things because it's a form of protection. They make you think, or you've led them to believe that they don't really care if this works out or doesn't work out. But maybe there's something in their eyes that tells you, like, or they can see in your eyes, Scorpio, like, someone may have initially thought that this could have been like just something casual, that it was just someone who was bored with their life and like will have fun. But then I feel this energy of falling for the individual. Yeah, it was fun. It was going to be fun. This person was fun. But then they get to realize how funky and funny and cute this person is, and how sexy they look, and they fall for this person, even if they're a little pretentious. But maybe this is how life has changed. Flipped, like a lot is different. Maybe you're with a connection or in a position where you are surrounded by these superficial, pretentious people. I had already said materialistic things. Like, these are the people and the types of people who take a family vacation to somewhere where they can say, this is where we went on a family vacation, instead of going with maybe the same amount of money to a vacation where there would be more activities and other families that'd be more suitable for a child. Hope that makes sense. Like, I've witnessed people whose family vacations, it's more of, for lack of a better description, for the parents to say that this is where the family went on vacation. It's not about what's the best, most fun place for a child to go and socialize with other children and have vacation. You know what I mean? Like, it's something that's more about the superficial, pretentious place of the vacation. I hope that makes sense to someone. It's pretty superficial and pretentious what I'm thinking. It's like someone who has like an amusement park and a beach and a or a Niagara Falls or an Ocean City, Virginia Beach, Myrtle Beach type place right here that would have like or like Orlando, shit for kids. Shit for kids. Can you tell I'm not a parent? Things that like they could spend $2,000 here, but this person is choosing to spend $5,000 to take them, I'm hearing like on a Norwegian cruise line, or like to take their family on a trip way over here, and it's not for any benefit of the children or the family vacation. It's to say that they went there. I am so fixed on that. I don't know why. And maybe you are being honest with them or they're being honest with you about this. I don't even know. This is giving me like, I'm being reminded of in Sex and the City when Carrie finds out where Big goes to church with his mother, and it's like this bougie cathedral downtown. They dress up. It's like there's probably a gazillion of those churches in Manhattan, but why are they going to that church? Because it's the place to be seen. It's where you dress up. It's where the other rich people go. It's something like that. And I'm fixated still on like kids. Like someone's taking their kids to this fancy church where kids are going to be kids. They could be taking them to one down the street that's kid friendly, but they want to be seen in that church. I'm leaving it like that. Where am I? What am I looking? Ooh, 18 on the camera when I'm looking. What's 18? It's kind of bad I don't know these right off the rip. Is 18 the moon? I get fuzzy when I get into the teens. Anyway, we're going to start the tarot now here at 1840. Thank you, Scorpio. Oh, Two of Cups reverse just fell out. Well, thanks for joining us. Fell right out. I'm just gonna throw out that I'm being reminded of a Gemini energy. Could be dealing with the Gemini. Something could have happened during Gemini season. Two Cups reverse could be a partnership that's coming to an end. Someone could have poison ivy right now or is like really allergic. Poison ivy, poison oak. I get someone who, it's like a it's either hidden or it's like not working. Maybe there's been some issues. Could be a partnership. I also read the Two of Cups as like someone who is loving on themselves, and when it's in reverse, I get this feeling of maybe someone's self-confidence could be taking a hit. You're maybe feeling out of sorts. You're not feeling at one with yourself and like needing to get back to that. I'm hearing disagreement in my head. I'm being reminded of an owl for whatever reason. 10 of Pentacles reversed. And here you are, Scorpio. The Death card. Something's changing. Temperance reverse. Sag energy. Could be a Scorpio Sag cusp here. Ace of Swords reverse. Page of Cups. Okay, I'm being reminded here of, I'm just going to throw it out there, Carrie Bradshaw's, like, spending habits and the episodes where she would talk about how, like, she was basically out of money, had no money. And I feel like someone is needing to change some of their spending habits. I feel like someone may have been trying to, like, self-soothe and make themselves feel better with some unhealthy coping mechanisms and spending habits. This could be alcohol in particular, Scorpio. The Magician reversed is here. That's Gemini, Aries energy. I'm hearing like something has to change, or someone needs to change. Something has to change. I'm getting something, like someone doesn't see something lasting. Someone doesn't see, Seven of Cups. I feel like this has to do with someone's health. It's like maybe there is someone around you who like you always thought you'd see in your future, was part of your future or whatever, and something about their health, they're not doing well. I feel like there's been attempts, or there will be attempts, something to fix this, to try to help out. Like I'm looking at different medicines and I feel like nothing is working. If this is a relationship, it's like trying different things to make something work and it's not working. It's costing someone a effing fortune. Ace of Cups as they try to find the solution. Look at this. Look at these cards. Look, none of these cards imply that there's something that's working here. This is giving me like blood transfusion, like they're keep trying to find a match. And they maybe the match is found. This could be this very much could be love. Five of Swords reversed. I mean upright, that's changed. The Star reversed. Back to health and healing, Aquarius energy. Someone is pouring a fortune into trying to fix something. This could be some sort of like plumbing issue. This could be someone going into therapy. This could be someone around you who is ill, and like there's money being spent trying to find a cure. The Devil reversed, Capricorn energy, Knight of Wands reversed. if this is a connection, it's like someone is doing everything, or like tried to do everything they could to make it work. The High Priestess, Pisces energy, reverse. The Chariot, Cancer energy, reverse. Ten of Pentacles, reverse. Ace of Pentacles, upright. If this was like, okay, if this was like love related, this is something where I was saying someone can't believe that that they could feel this way, and that this is like a 180 of the life that they used to lead, of the types of connections they've had. Like, I feel like this is, I'm also looking at someone who maybe said that they were gonna be a eternal bachelor, or they just have been single for a long time, not committing to anything or anyone after maybe a major breakup or an ending, and then love comes along, and it's like it checks off all these boxes, and I just get this feeling of this is very different. The Hierophant reverse just went flying out. This is very different. The Lovers reverse. Nine of Swords, everything is fine. Four of Wands. Okay, I just got some sort of like side energy here. Just gonna say it like it is. Could be someone who's a little bored with their connection, has maybe stepped out on the connection, however that means to you. It might not even be anything sexual, but like talk to other people, whatever. Or maybe you were or are a side energy, Scorpio. Gemini energy is here. I also got a feeling of like having to like end a connection, and it's for another connection. I think I just said that aloud, either in Libra or this one, like leaving a connection for another. There's something here about like it not being committed, but like maybe you don't want to get married, but you and this person like will have a commitment. Yeah, the Hierophant. Whew, shit. The Hierophant, no, the Hermit. Virgo energy and the World. This is giving me something about either having a connection that is the Sun, Leo energy, Nine of Cups, King of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, back to the High Priestess reversed. So I do have the feeling of if someone didn't like break up with someone for another person, or if there is just someone who has like this side energy that is never gonna go anywhere, not gonna go towards a commitment, but there's a very strong connection here and someone's really happy here. I also see it as a way of like someone could have broken up with someone and then like quickly right after started seeing someone else, and this connection is like way different than the one that they just left. And it's like telling someone like, look, I'm not looking for commitment, but it's like enjoying it, and it's like so different. Scorpio, Taurus energy is here, Capricorn. Oh, wow. A lot of Earth energy. A lot of Earth energy here. I feel like this has to do with someone's finances. Finances a lot. These cards here at it's like the Hermit, Death card, and the World. I'm hearing like this is the ending, this is the be all, end all, like. Strength reversed. I'm also just starting to read this as like a really quick fling to Scorpio. Someone who offered a lot of love, a lot of promises, thinking it was a really strong connection, but the really strong connection was of just a sexual nature, and at the end of the day someone is single and like that was it. It's giving me like bada bing bada boom, like they were here and then they were gone. Maybe that's the 180 that's happened. Life has changed so quickly from head over heels lovey-dovey to oh my god, it's already over. The Empress. Four of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, Death reversed, Judgment. I just want to say pregnancy is coming up into my head too. Someone expecting like the life change will be on the way because baby's coming. Could be like having a fling or an affair with an older woman, or a single parent, male or female. New York could be significant to someone. Like maybe even near Niagara Falls. Which I think I already said that twice here, right? Judgment card, Knight of Cups, King of Cups, Seven of Cups reverse, Three of Wands. I feel like this has to do something with emotional maturity. Again, I feel like maybe someone has had to step up to a plate, like, I get the feeling here of someone who's been giving to themselves or like um, I get someone who wanted to be like single, who preferred to be alone, someone who maybe was a bit so superficial and pretentious, who was only interested in like a sexual connection. I feel like they find someone, they meet someone. This is different. All of a sudden, someone who wanted to just be alone and get his rocks off, or she wanted to be alone and like cook up or whatever, just worry about whatever, they fall for something. They fall for someone. It's like they have to admit, it's like you have to admit to yourselves like how they feel about this person or this situation. And it's like in the admittance of like, yes, I really like this person and want to be with them, they step into this next level of emotional maturity. They find themselves pouring into this one person and connection. They find there's someone here who finds themselves taking care of themselves better, because they know that in turn is part of taking care of this connection, is making sure you're loving yourself. This could be part of the 180 that someone has done. Someone has been teaching you, or you've been helping someone understand the value in loving yourself, because when you love yourself, you end up loving me in turn. And that's what makes this connection a really healthy one. This is something that someone is not used to. They are not used to this. They are not used to a giving to one another equally. That is going on here. They're used to maybe toxic relationships, where they felt depleted afterwards financially and emotionally. And now here's this person who they really just thought was here for a fun time, not a long time. But they see this person and they're like, wow, I'm like really into this person. I really like this person. And they can't help it, you or they can't help it to fall for them and start caring for them and realizing like, wow, I want to be with this person right now. Like it's almost like, wow, I don't want to be single anymore. I'm giving up on being single because this is how much I want this person. And it's like someone really is viewed as like the be all end all. There's no other eyes for anybody else. This is like a special connection, it feels. Scorpio, if this resonates, please let me know. I appreciate your support. I'm trying to get these readings out faster. Make sure you're checking out the other signs in your chart. I will see you soon. Thank you for your gifts and donations, and I will catch you on the flip. Bye, Scorpio.